Back at it again. Broski Podcast. Let's talk about white fragility. Let's get into it.
I'm trying to understand if you think that it's all black people are like this, or if your world is kind of colored by this is what's going on in America. This has failed for 1,000 reasons. Welfarism has definitely, black people in 1940s, stand up. My grandfather, I talk about that denigration and the corrosion of culture. Yeah. That's happening. White, black, whatever you want to name it, there is this intentional corrosion of culture. So do you think it's literally, well, this is just what a black person is when they come out? Or do you think that post welfare, LBJ, Great Society, this is what black Americans have become, and I have a right to respond to that and say that as a white man, I don't want to live there?
Well, I think it's more nature than people would like to believe. There's this class.
Okay. Here we got our girl Candace Owen.
Yeah.
Doing her thing, making that money.
She's, what's the word? Grifting.
Oh, if it's grifting, she might be the smartest black lady out here. Living in white America. What do you think of Candace so far?
Candace Owens is
she a certified or what?
It's probably the wrong word.
Okay.
She's a let's come up with a new phrase for them.
Is like a mean word, you think?
Yeah, it's racist.
If you say a black person to another black person?
Yes. Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
It's not
a flattering term. You don't call somebody who you like.
I thought it was based on a raccoon, where it's you'd be like, we don't check the facts here, bro. this is just opinion based.
You can say Uncle Tom is more relevant.
Okay, but I'm gonna stick with.
All right, bro. Bro. If that's.
But in all seriousness, right? If we're gonna talk about Candace Owen, on this video, you can see her, right? Mm-hmm. She's used to getting money off of this business of pandering to white people.
Correct.
But now she met somebody who's unapologetically white. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? She's not. She's trying to sugarcoat it as she's saying, it could be the environment, and then the guy just said no.
It's when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object, bro. Yeah, they're just clashing.
It's you just cause you're black.
Yeah.
Okay? The reason why it is cause you're black.
It's two extremes. Being extreme in anything is not healthy.
But I don't think Candace is extreme. I feel like she's doing this for a job.
She's making her money. Yeah,
she's making her money. She's using the thing we're gonna call white fragility, in a sense that she's saying things to make white people feel more comfortable about the messed up shit they did.
Yeah.
To history, and just justify it in a sense. It's a business model. If you want to be a black person who makes content online, political content, and you want to monetize it, it's very hard to monetize political content to black people. First of all, analytically speaking, right?
Yeah.
You the numbers are off. There's less black people than white people. Mm-hmm. So you have a bigger audience in the black society, right? The white society compared to the black society, right?
Yeah.
So if I'm trying to make some money, right? I would want a bigger model, a major. I'm not going for a niche.
Yeah.
I'm going for the highest number, right?
Yeah.
And if we're gonna do political correspondence, right? Who's the number one right now? I think Candace Owen might be one of the top ones.
Yeah, she's definitely top 5 for sure.
Yeah, so it's if the only way to become top 5 or whatever is she's doing what needs to be done in order to survive in the capitalistic idea,
Yeah, it's almost respectable because when you think about it, Post Malone.
Yeah.
You know how Post Malone was strictly hip hop music?
Yeah.
He was in hip hop music to make his money, and then he just slowly but surely went back to country.
Yeah, he was black for a moment.
Yeah. He's never black.
Well, you'd have to tell him that.
He catered to that market, made his money, and then did what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing that Candace Owens is doing. She's catering to a certain market, but she's not going back. She's just staying in that market. So do you think that there will be some sort of like fall from grace or like step away from politics for her?
I don't know. It's kind of weird because it's like is making money enough, you know? Like is life all about making money? It's like she's trying to make her money, but here's somebody calling her right in her face, you are like we civilized you in a sense.
Yeah.
Like this guy is saying to her, we civilized you. And she just has to sit there and listen and play nice and be like, you have the right to say that to me.
Yeah.
But so I guess she's making money. The best way to make money online as a political person, as a black person, is to cater to the biggest group or be extremely tied to the small group where you have extreme loyalties. But the thing with black people in America, they have their own problems. You know, they're not in the ideological problems, right? They're not into theories.
And systems.
Yeah, they're into, I gotta pay my rent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to think about the morals of things. Right?
And so do you think that she's doing both at the same time? You think she's like, yeah, I can pay my rent, but I can also take down certain systems, or I can also choreograph an audience of people who will hear me out when I'm talking about my rent or systemic racism or whatever it may be? Do you think she's killing two birds with one stone?
Who, Candace?
Yeah.
No, the black people.
This is how she made her money. So clearly I don't know if she comes from a wealthy family or not, but if she didn't, then she cultivated an audience that's now paying her rent. And then she's also attacking certain systems and pointing out certain things that are harming black people or harming minorities or certain people.
Candace?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say it like this. Like, can I pitch off the idea of like the system, the way the system works? If you're in a capitalist system, right? And you're trying to make your money, you're making a bag, right? Which is respectable. If we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it, right? You do your research, right? If you direct your energy towards the black people, right? You're not gonna get a high return because their life is not focused around ideas. Like their life is focused about the reality of the world that they're living in. They don't have the luxury to go home and sit on YouTube and listen to people talk as much. When they go online, they want to be entertained more than be theorized with concepts of who's doing what and who's doing what. Because the world is too traumatic already. They just need a place to numb the pain, right? So the people who go online to listen to ideas, the majority are white liberals and white conservatives.
And so that's the market she's catering.
So she pitched. I can't pitch to
black people.
Who's the best person I can pitch to is the white community. And how do I pitch to them? I can't pitch them and tell them, oh, the black people are good and they're just like you, they're just people, because that doesn't help anybody sleep at night. Because if you knew another person was just a person, you wouldn't do the stuff that you do to them. You need justifications. You need that, okay, they're criminals, right? They want reparations. I've never gotten reparations. Why should they get reparations? And the what else do they have? They don't, the music. The music is corrupting everybody. Right? It's like you can name the
poison.
Like you can name the list, like how to become a black pounder for white people, like how to become the clown, the performance. But then when you meet a guy like Nick Fuentes, right? And he calls it right in your face and be like, you are a joke. And you can't say anything. And then you can listen to all the crazy things that come after that.
You know, there's this classic tension of, is it nature, is it nurture? Is it cultural, or is it intrinsic? Is it racial? And I've always been on the latter side of this among conservatives. Conservatives like to say it's all culture. Black America is the way it is because of hip hop music and the Great Society and that kind of stuff. And I think the uncomfortable reality is a big part of it is intrinsic. You know, one of the big arguments against the abolition of slavery in the 1860s is that, you know, when Europeans colonized Africa, they hadn't discovered the wheel. There's no two-story buildings.
Who discovered the wheel, bro? Let's look it up.
Native Americans.
Let's look.
Foundational Black Americans.
Who discovered the wheel, bro?
Will Chamberlain.
Will Chamberlain?
Will Chamberlain discovered the wheel.
Okay, the Mesopotamia, I think is ancient Iraq, right? So
ancient Mexico.
No, it's ancient Iraq, right?
Is it?
Yeah, like Mesopotamia was ancient Iraq, right? So let me ask you this. If you're a white person, right? And you believe in yourself, why are you taking credit over things that you haven't done? Like, you know what I mean? Like they always want to go back, we. Who's we? You didn't do anything. You're just a bum.
Yeah.
Like if you're not fragile, if you don't have any, like you don't have anything to show for, you just want to claim history as your thing, to hide your failure and elevate other people's success and use it as your own. You know, we went to the moon. Who's we? You work at Walmart, buddy. Right?
Yeah.
Why use that argument if you don't feel inferior inside? Like I haven't accomplished anything. I'm gonna use another man's accomplishment as my own to give my life credit.
Yeah.
You haven't done anything. This we. So this guy is a talk show host.
It's a coping mechanism.
Yeah, it's a coping. That's what I'm saying. It's all fragility through and through.
Yeah.
He's a talk show hosting talking about we. Okay, what about the black scientists who actually did stuff?
Yeah.
You're talking about we. Who's we?
Hey man, maybe his ancestor was Mesopotamian, bro.
It could be. It could be. He's from Iraq. Yeah.
Yeah, got a new show for y'all. Got a damn good show. But before we get to today's video, don't forget about our new giveaway, Ford 250.
Skip that.
Nah, we don't want to skip this. This is a hot
We
choice.
not winning the fucking Ford F-150.
Yeah, we're going to skip a little bit, but we got to show some of it where we know the hot twins are doing their thing.
Yeah.
They're out here grifting, and they're grifting to a specific market. There's
Ford F-150.
Who buys Ford F-150?
Whites, bro.
So
they invented the wheel.
Yeah.
They got 4 of them on there, bro.
They know their audience, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's almost like you're talking to kids.
Yeah.
Like you gotta feed their mind the right things. Otherwise,
stimulating.
They freak out. If you tell a kid there's no Santa, what happens?
They start panicking.
There's not panicking. So this is the same shit. The Candace and Hodgman. This is what they're doing. They're like
dangling a treat.
Yeah, this is what you want. We're gonna be. So supply and demand.
Yeah.
The majority of white people demand this kind of content. So you can't make thought-provoking content and be seen. You need to make things that calm them down, like children. They're stuck in this children mentality of where they believe they're a white savior. Who believes that in the real world? Like who believes we go into all this war to give freedom? You know what I mean? You go into this crazy wars. Before you go into the war, the country is functioning semi-normal, and then you give them freedom, and then it's just rebel everywhere. And then when you have a discussion with them, what do you mean? They invite us as in, like it's like you're talking to a child. They can't seem to see the reality.
The ignorance is giving them peace.
It's giving them peace. So when you talk to them, you gotta provide that peace. As our granddad would say, Huey, shut up, you can't tell white people the truth.
How many times have I told you, you better not even dream about telling white folk the truth? You understand me? Shoot, making white people ride. You better learn how to lie like me. I'm gonna find me a white man and lie to him right now.
You gotta hold a cup of matcha.
I'm a matcha nigga now, man.
Yeah, you gotta watch it. You gotta have your little call, so you don't threaten them. While they're the ones who call the cop on you and get you killed.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like you need to play to their minds because
make them feel comfortable.
Yeah, they're stuck in a sense.
If they're not three-story buildings, think they're advanced enough to spark flames?
That's actually funny.
Which missionaries had to go to Africa in the last century and invent it for the.
We didn't have written language.
Just grunting.
You see, that's what I'm saying, right? The Hodge twins, no.
They know that this is stupid. But
Yeah,
instead,
so
they play into
they
it
play into the game.
to make money.
Maybe they had telepathy.
Booga, booga, booga.
They got some telepathy going here.
African people, because there's no recorded history. They didn't have writing.
So Egypt is not in Africa.
Well, Egypt is a different race.
From America.
I speak Arabic.
No, Lala's all I know.
I speak English. You speak English?
Yes.
Yes, I love America. Oh, thank you.
We love Egypt. We love Egypt.
America.
My name's Lisa. Lisa.
What's your name?
That's how they like to feel when they go out in the world, to be treated like that.
Americans or Arabics?
No, white folks.
Oh,
Like even when they just like that feeling that
they're safe and peace.
yeah, like they bring something.
Like, it's not common to see like us in Africa and sub-Saharan unless some white dude like, hey, Keith, they get it.
So that's not true. If you go to the Bushmen of Africa, some of them have light skin like them.
Like the like Aborigines, like the
The
ones who are
Aboriginal,
native.
Their skin is light, almost as Hodge twins light, and
they got blue eyes.
they don't have blue eyes, I don't think. But skin wise, they're more pale, and they have eyes that match somewhat the Asian eyes. But I don't know if they're completely the same. But their eyes are kind of
like slanted.
Compared. So it's like a genetic that was. You could see where the origin of the gene might have started and then spread out. Because like they like to believe this, but we all kind of come from Africa, genetically speaking. So the light one might have survived better in the snow because skin complexion. If I'm dark and I'm in the snow, I'm more visible. Yeah. So it's easy for me. It's easy
blend
for you
into the snow.
So you blend in. So the longer.
Are you sure about that?
I thought it was the lack of sunlight. Like in Europe, it's always kind of cloudy and rainy.
Okay, I could have been just making up all that shit. I don't know, but we're gonna leave that alone. We're gonna keep my ignorance in check.
Made these abominations like white supremacy. It's all, man, look at that abomination.
Abomination.
I seen it all. I seen a couple negroes with blue eyes. Walk around with the Velcro hair.
The Velcro hair.
Northern Africa. It's still in Africa. Yeah, but they're totally different race of people. Yeah, totally different race. It's like night and day.
But that's what I don't get about Candace, right?
If Africa.
They want to claim Egyptian, but the thing is, he's trying to say something about civilization is based on the shit that you built. Right? Like, what structure have you left behind, right? Like the Egyptians have the pyramids, right? But again, who's more civilized? The one person who's trying their best, right? Because in order to build that structure, right, you had to enslave people, right? Yeah. So is that the civilized man to do? You're gonna enslave? How many people are enslaved in Egypt? I gotta look.
Currently, he's just feeding his ego. He has to find a way to cope with the world around him because there's no historical things left behind that say this is white people. It says Romans, it says Greeks, it says Egyptians, but there's nothing that says the whites.
Yeah, but this is the thing though. Even if that was the case, you're gonna look at the person who needed to enslave a bunch of people, right? To build just a structure that now sits in dust, right? Yeah. And nobody can live in there, can do anything in there, right? Who is the more civilized? The person who just, like the bushman, who lives in tune with nature, hunts only what he needs. They tell stories around the fire. That's how the traditions are passed on to community, instead of reading it down and just storing it away to where the knowledge sits there dead. Their knowledge is a living knowledge, like from a grandma passed on. If you go to their tribe, they're not looking for doctors. All the medicine is taught through them, right? Yeah. It's passed generation, right? And they're in touch with nature, right? We poison the water. We drop atomic bombs on people.
Yeah.
We're doing all this. And we are the civilized people. This is the people you're trying to take credit for. So Candace here is trying to take credit for the pyramid. I'm like, even the pyramids are down.
Yeah.
Right? Why are you trying to take credit for something and you're shitting on the sub-Saharan Africans like this guy is talking about, the Bushman? That's the most civilized person that there is because everything is in order. You're out here trying to make money through a podcast, bro. Like a whole human being.
He's
you
a
wake
corrupt
up
mind, man.
Huh?
He's not a spiritual being, bro. He's just a white dude.
But I'm saying civilized.
No, he's not civilized.
No, he believes he's civilized. So I'm saying, is he really civilized?
No.
Is that what a civilized man is, to enslave other people and make them work and kill their kids? And you're an animal.
Yeah.
Basically.
Like, an animal with systems in place to protect you. Basically.
Yeah.
Late 19th century. Scramble for
So
Africa.
we're now knocking Egypt out of Africa.
Well, Egypt is part of northern Africa, sub-Saharan
Right, Africa. You said Africa, so I'm not trying to get a gotcha. I'm just responding. You're saying Africa.
Sure. Yeah.
It's in Africa. It's Egypt. It's kind of ridiculous to say there was no written language.
Well,
so I'm just trying to get you to
sure.
You know,
Egyptians are not Africans.
If I'm not pushing back, the internet will. So,
Egyptians are not racial Africans. When I say African, I'm saying sub-Saharan Africans.
Sub-Saharan, okay.
Black people because it is a different race. In sub-Saharan Africa, and Europeans did not penetrate that until late 19th century. They didn't have any of this. To the extent that you have infrastructure in Africa, it's from the Muslims in the Sahel and the Maghreb in northern Africa, where the Arabs colonized.
Again, because we do not build. We live in tune with nature. Like they build structures that once you die, right, the structure dies with you. When you go to a lake, you drink the lake. Once you're done using it, another person can come and drink from your lake. In here, they're trying to build a wall outside the lake so they can sell the water.
Yeah.
And he is the civilized man. You know, you're trying to sell water.
He's a businessman. He's not civilized.
It's an animalistic mind.
Yeah.
Like even actually, it's not even animalistic. Let me not shit on the animal. It's fucking demonic. You know what I mean? It's demonic. Like a human would leave water for another human to drink.
Yeah.
He wouldn't look at the water and be like,
how can I make money off this?
How can I make money off this, right?
Yeah.
So she's trying to defend something that's not even worth defending. Yeah. Nobody wants to say, I'm civilized, and in order to be civilized or live through comfort, I gotta kill 1 million people so I can live through comfort.
Yeah.
Or I can say I build a structure, right?
Yeah.
If you ever read a poem like Ozymandias, I'm the king of kings. Look at my work and see despair, right? But when you look, there is nothing there that remains, right?
Yeah.
So is he civilized, or is just some human trapped in a loop of madness? Right?
It's definitely madness.
Yeah. So I say, forget madness. Demonic. White. Finish the statement. White.
Modern, liberal, republic, they're not going to succeed. It's not going to go well for them. And that was one of the arguments against abolition. People said if you free them without any assimilation, without any kind of process for them to be acclimated, they're going to die. And that's exactly what happened. Many of the bottom 10% of the lowest IQ Africans just died off for generations. And it had a...
Okay, who's more lowest IQ? The person who hangs children and lynch people, or the person who's just trying to survive after being freed from a system that kept them in chain for years and not pay them any labor, and then after freeing them, not give them any land and ask them to survive in a place where there is no means to survive. And when they try to survive, you go and hang them. Or you do all these messed up things, Jim Crow, all this shit. But he can't say that because his mind is of a child mind. He needs childlike explanations. So that when Candace and Hodge twins do, they know this. As Black people, we can't help but to know this. It's our reality, right?
Yeah.
But they chose, you know what? I'm not gonna suffer anymore. I'm gonna sell you what you need to hear. Bedtime stories.
Yeah.
Hodge twins and Candace, what they do is give bedtime stories to white people to help them sleep at night. You know what I mean? Because listen to his arguments. This is a childlike argument because it doesn't take any facts.
Yeah, they're nurturing, but even I don't know. I don't feel like she's given
Yeah, she's stuck here because she can't be too real. They're doing a bedtime story. We're not doing a bedtime. We're just telling it how it is.
I don't think they're doing. I don't think.
No, if they were being honest with them, they would tell them right there and then. That's bullshit.
But
they don't say.
Do you think it's more humane to nurture them and be like, it's okay, little?
It's more profitable
to keep nurturing them.
Yeah,
to milk the system and keep making content like this.
Yeah, it's profitable for the few.
And so, are they benefiting society then?
No, they're benefiting themselves.
And so, isn't that the same thing he's doing?
No, I'm saying for them, in order to live in this world, they have to choose. Either you fight in the struggle, or you go just find your own way and just live your short life as good as you can get it. And they chose the short life where they can just be like, okay, I'm just gonna do my thing.
So they're arguing two evils here.
Yeah, I didn't say they were good. I'm trying to give an explanation for why they exist.
Is to nurture.
To nurture. It's bedtime stories for white people to help them sleep at night. Because listen to this man. He's speaking nonsense, but he believes it.
Yeah.
You know?
A eugenic effect, because over time, if the weakest are dying off, that's one argument for why blacks in America have a standard deviation higher IQ than the blacks in sub-Saharan Africa. So, so I do believe there is something intrinsic going on there. And what makes...
Well, I think so too.
Like, yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah. It's like...
You see that laugh?
Yeah.
Boobs are hanging. They walk around with big bowls of water on their head.
Okay, again, they put the thing in their mouth, right? They put the hair on, right? They walk around with big mouth, but they don't rape and enslave people. Okay,
Yeah.
and they're savages. They don't drop bombs and destroy whole nations.
Yeah,
and they're savages because what they choose to live in their own culture in a certain way, right? They're not out here being extra pedos, bro. right?
Yeah.
They're not out here going to places in the mall and shooting people.
Yeah.
And they never call those people savages.
Well, I mean, if they ever integrated them into society.
No, like Candace and Hodgins, you never hear, oh, these white people who did A, B, and C are savages. They never say that. But the person wearing a thing in their mouth is a savage.
Yeah.
Without trying to understand their culture at all. You didn't even look at it. You just declared it savagery.
Well, maybe it's because, like, all right, so we both kill animals to eat, right? And I'm just playing devil's advocate. To go up and stab something with a spear or a knife, or shoot it with a bow and arrow is a lot more what's the word I'm looking for? A lot more archaic than to shoot it with a metal bullet traveling the speed of however fast.
Bullshit.
No, I'm not saying that's true, but maybe that's how they feel. Maybe that's how they're rationalizing.
Again, it's bedtime stories. Because I'm saying like this. If you're gonna go through the warrior ethos, right? You meeting the animal where it has the chance to kill you, and you defeating it is a more honorable fight.
Yeah.
Compared to you hiding in the bush with a camera, with a
little
thing
hat
to hide you.
Yeah.
And then sit away a distance and then kill it, and then go pause next to it that it actually even showed you any danger.
Yeah.
You're a joke. And this is what I'm telling. The whole world, if you truly explore it, it seems childlike. Like we all grow out of it, but they stay in that mentality where they believe things that are almost like Santa. You're like, you know what I mean? And this now you got grown adults like Hodge twins reading them bedtime stories. He just said the stuff that he said, and the adults were like, yeah, savages. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's your final thoughts, man? Because I can't.
Yeah, I mean, in conclusion, I'd say that's a pretty valid point. They are like of a child's mind, and they just continue to rationalize it in their head, like this repetition of doing like, oh yeah, we're better, we're more high class, we got more structure, we got these systems in place, you got a credit score now, you got you drive a certain car, it's way faster than your horse and sphere or your horse and like whatever they are. They're just rationalizing in their head that we're better purely based off of systems and different things that they can use to back up their evidence.
For my conclusion, I must say there was Native Americans, right? And then there was people in the Amazonian, right? And the Aboriginal people from the Australia, right? And then there's Bushmen and Sub-Saharan Africans, right? All these people, majority of them never built lasting structure, right? They lived in tune with nature, right? And they didn't suffer from all this psychosis and craziness we suffer from, right? In this modern world that they're calling the civilized world, where we poison our food, right? We poison everything we touch, we destroy. We got internet addiction, pornography, everything, right? All this shit, and we still have the guts to call ourselves civilized, right? And then you got all these people, this pathetic men, right? That haven't accomplished anything in their life, trying to take credit for other people accomplishment. You are not even a physicist, or you trying to take credit of invention while you didn't even graduate college, or you graduate college for media studies. You know what I mean? Like it shows your inferiority complex. You're trying to steal another man's credit and make it your own while masking your failures.
Sure, your fragility, man.
You're fragile, your white fragility. And I have to give props to Candace Owen, okay, and Hodge Twins. For doing the bedtime stories.
For patting little Jimmy on the head.
Yeah, little Jimmy gotta get his bedtime story. He needs his sleep. Okay. So I think for me that's it.
Yeah, I mean it's a pretty valid point.
That's our take on it.
I think that was pretty solid, man.
We need to wait for the next Broski episode.
In other words, this is a conclusion. We'll see you guys in the next one.